Hi guys. Happy December. So let me go up, down. I don't know. This is fishy energy for today. It's December 3rd through 5th. So the 3rd through the 5th. So today, Monday through Wednesday, fishy, which is Pisces energy. If you're new to my channel, I call Pisces fishies. Something I wanted to share with you guys is, and I think this is just for me personally, I've been seeing in the readings I've been doing a lot, and this is different decks, and every deck is well shuffled. Of needless to say, the star card comes up reading after reading after reading, and it begs the question. The star card for me is all about, this is right after a tower moment, right? Because comes the tower and then the star card. I think with the star card, coming up this frequently, we're reminded that there is life and there's hope after complete destruction. And just because you think that, right now, after like the dust settles, it may look really, really daunting to have to rebuild, right? And that old structure, that old habit, that old relationship, it's no longer working. But that being said, it's making room and it's making space and love and light for that which does serve you, that which will be a stable foundation. So it's trusting in the divine. It's like when you wish upon a star, they say it's a wish card, but for me, it's not really so much that. It's about wishes, but knowing that your wishes will come true if and only if you have hope. If you lose hope, the divine will not grant you your wish, and it won't really matter how hard you work. You're not going to be working your hardest if you don't have hope anyway. So it's all about hope. So especially during this holiday season, tonight's the second night of Hanukkah, to those who are celebrating Hanukkah, Chag Sameach. But especially during the holiday season, for all, even if you don't practice or observe any sort of holiday this month, don't forget to have hope. This can be a really beautiful time that people share together with their families, friends, and loved ones, and then consequently, on the other side of that, this can also be a really lonely time for people. It's a time where you either realize how abundant and fortunate you are or how little you have. And Thanksgiving was all about having gratitude for all that you do have. And for me, it was also about all that I've lost, but then so much of what I've gained because of losing. To me, the holidays are about having hope, after destruction, hope after some really turbulent times, that the air and it'll smoothen out. So that being said, 4 minutes in, let's get Pisces energy from the 3rd to the 5th. Let's see what we got. Okay. 8 of Swords. Sun card in reverse. 2 of Swords. Sorry, I just want to make sure you can see. In reverse. Okay. Move over here. being trapped in your own thoughts is no fun. Especially if it's a consequence of something that didn't end up working the way, or in your favor, or the way that you wanted it to. Something didn't work out, and well, you can chain yourself and hang on to those memories of that failed, endeavor, if you will. But this is what I was saying with the Star card. After a failure, you have to take what you need from that failure. What's the lesson you learned? What will you carry with you as you move forward to, you're a little bit wiser, right? And you'll, to know better next time you may encounter something like this scenario. Or what can you teach others as you move along in your journey? Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords in reverse tells me that, maybe you didn't see what you wanted to see because you were blinding yourself, and this could have everything to do with, at the time, keeping yourself in this I'm not saying that you played victim, but sometimes when we are like wallowing in our own misery, it's nice to get some attention, not attention, but, and this may not be you, maybe this is the person you're dealing with, but I feel like somebody wanted attention, somebody wanted to make a display or make a poster child for what happens when you do someone wrong. And maybe this is you, maybe this isn't you mentally entrapping yourself. Like I was saying before, the other scenario could be that you just wanted to show, do you think you can hurt people in the way that you have? Because I'll show the world what you're, like, I will blow up your shit. Like, I will literally show the world what you are capable of. With the Sun card in reverse, vitality was lost. I don't know if that's because showing, people who this person really was, what they did to you mentally, emotionally, it either took your vitality away, or you showing everyone what this person was really about, and their intentions and their motives, and like that they weren't as pure as they, made themselves out to be. Maybe that didn't also work out in your favor with the Sun card in reverse. It's loss of hope and vitality. So I'm hearing maybe some of you also need to rest. If you have a loss of hope and vitality, or you're bitter or angry about any sort of scenario, take time to pray and meditate on it. I'm acting as if the Star card is almost here in this reading. It's not, but it's like ever present in this room right now in the energy. If the Sun card is in reverse and you don't have vitality, you don't have the Sun card gives its illumination, its energy. It is literally a source of vitamin D. If you don't have access to this sunshine, right, you will not then shine. It's dark when you lose hope. The point of the Star card is that the star lights up the night sky. It's like a compass. It guides you forward. It reminds you that there is a path, there is a way out or a way through this storm. This just flew out. This is the Judgment card, or the Eon. Major Arcana, this is all about forgiveness. The judgment card to me is all about looking at yourself in the mirror, surrendering to that which you've done, the role that you played, the role that the other person, party, whoever was involved, whatever they played, and forgive. This is, I mean, to me, 20, it's 2 cycles. It's 2 it's 2 forgiveness. And you could take that and that play on words however you want. It's giving to forgiveness, or it's forgiving yourself and maybe someone else. Seeing all that you've seen and then surrendering to that. When we hold on to bitter resentments, and the 2 of Swords just came out again, but upright. When we hold on to bitter resentments, we don't give ourselves peace. 2 of Swords is in the Thoth deck is all about surrender and peace. Just give way to that which happened. Whatever crossed you. Whatever you were building that crumbled. Whatever stabbed you, not physically. And if someone did stab you, how this lotus flower, that which is you, will be able to bloom again, be able to unfold and give way to others. The 8 of Wands, swiftness toward happy. After the rain comes sunshine, and then maybe even a rainbow if you're lucky, showing you, rainbows in, physically speaking, are all about how the light hits objects and makes, like a fracture. And depending on the angle, how, where it hits this point of action, I'll say, and whatever direction, it will illuminate a different color. Don't forget that success and forward movement can look different in any scenario. It's like the same way that, opportunity may not look like an opportunity. Your success may look very different than someone else's. How your movement forward may look very different from someone else's. So this is, again, about having hope and trusting in the divine that you are headed in the right direction. Tell me quickly about this two of Swords. You got the 4 of Pentacles with the Hermit in reverse. Waiting for your castle to be built, but you look really either sad or bored. So someone probably had you waiting for a very long time because someone never came in. Someone didn't come in. The Hermit card. They may have told you that they were seeking something within themselves, maybe doing work on their going within. But I don't think, something's telling them that they never showed. And because of that, your world felt upside down. They promised you the world, but you're standing alone. And I don't think alone was where you wanted to be. You were left with your pentacles, right? hanging on to something for too long and too tightly, we know, is never too good. It's, again, like the laws of physics. It's hanging on to too much. You're bound to drop a ball. You're bound to, the more you have materially, the more you also have to lose. So it is about that fine balance. Any final messages as it relates to this read and rebuilding? Okay. You got the Lovers. It came out in reverse. If you haven't made this decision as it relates to love, or as it relates to where you assign value in love, something wasn't healthy. There was like, if you look at this tree, there's like, it's like bleeding at the bottom. It's like busting or bursting at the seams. You can't, it's like the tree of life. And then you see this like apple underneath here. It's like the apple, it's like, you know, biblical symbolism here. This is, to me, when I look at this, this looks like the Tower to me. And in reverse, this was not the love you were looking for. Somebody made a decision. Maybe it was this other person made the decision with the Lovers card in reverse that maybe they saw something that they didn't like and they like ran for the hills. But this was never this tree was never going to grow and flourish. There was a lot going on behind the scenes. There was a snake in the grass with this Lovers card. You now need to shine on your own, though. In order to shine with someone else, you have to shine on your own. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to spread your wings? See up here? How are you going to spread your wings and rise from the situation after this tower crumbles? Please think about how you will honor your inner strength. It's easy to see what you want to see, and it's easy to tell yourself that a scenario is a certain way. But for the next few days, please think about having the courage to confront that which you don't want to see. And it's not about assigning blame and responsibility, like who did what to who. There's a shady character on the board, and then there was someone who got taken advantage of. Whether it was you, vice versa, it doesn't really matter. The message overall for the next few days, and what I want you to take with you as you navigate the next few days, or maybe a few days out further from there, is the energy of, this happened to me. I'm not going to feel as though a victim. I will take time for myself to rest and rejuvenate, but I will also plan and know I will move forward, have hope that I will rebuild, that the universe has my back and my front. That which where the heart and the soul lies, and that which your back is like your strength, your backbone. Refusing to ever put yourself and put up with the scenario that you found yourself in the recent past, or maybe recent distant past, what have you. All right, my beautiful fishies. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate you guys letting me read for you. The best within me bows to the best within you, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember, Where there is hope, there is life.